No drops, no random upgrades. Every piece of gear I use has to be crafted. Let's see if this actually works. Hello, I'm Yakini and this is OnlyCraft, a challenge where everything I use comes from professions, gold and farming. This idea was heavily inspired by Sackyboi CraftedLocked series, but I am pushing it into retail and shaping it around my own playstyle. So, rules of the challenge are: all gear must be crafted. I can only buy gear missing slots. I level mainly through killing beasts and gathering. Questing only fits my farming, so beast skill quest. No using dropped gear, no alts. One character, I only move forward after maxing my professions. So in this episode I'm building the system from zero. I'm starting in the Wandering Isle and surprisingly there are actually professional trainers there. So I tried to get ahead early, picked up skinning and tried to skin any beast I could, but realistically there just aren't enough beasts or materials here to build anything meaningful. So I finished the intro and moved into the real world. Before I started any of my my questing or anything I did, I sell all my starting gear. So I start with no weapon, no anything. Once I reach the main world, I fully commit. Instead of randomly farming, I'll follow beast skill quest, so I get experience from both the kills and the turn-ins. I had some leather from the Wandering Isle. I made myself hand-stitched leather cloak, leather boots and leather vest. So this is my first gear pieces and I'm level 16 from starting journey in the Wandering Isle. So it's a great start. Then I go to the farm to kill the birds for about some time, like 5 minutes. I get around 50 light leather. I go back to Stormwind so I can actually make a few more gear pieces. I buy some gear with the gold. Turns out this is main hand weapon, which I cannot use in the offhand, which is weird. I buy a neck and one ring. Turns out some of my skills require some weapons, and Pandaren has cooking passive which increases buffs from foods. So if I would get normally 100 of some buff, Pandaren would get 200, which is pretty useful honestly. And I can't apply armor kits to any of my gear because it says my gear is too low for some reason. I tried to buy some weapon and I actually find out that this particular axe is on other realm 5 gold, while my server it's over 50 gold. So I make clever use of warband auction house system, and I find the server which that item is through Undermine Exchange. I make the Dark Iron Dwarf because they can go straight into Stormwind with their mole machine. I go to this alt, get gold from the auction house, from Warband Bank. I buy this particular item on the auction house because non-stackable items are not region-wide, they are mostly server-wide. So I buy this X. I go back to the go back to the mailbox, pick it up, put it in a warband bank. Then I log out, get on this character, deposit the gold needed for this X into warband bank. So in this case, I put 6 gold, get the X, and I finally have a good weapon upgrade. Now I start to go around Evelyn Forest, Redridge, Duskwood, and pick up any quest that requires me to kill the beast. Firstly, I'm getting materials to craft my gear and getting a lot of XP. So I'll kill few of the wolves, kill some of the bears, I kill the princess. All of this is giving me quite a big amount of every material and everything I need. So shortly after I hit level 17. If I'm getting too much of the levels, I might lock my EXP for some time. I will get to that later in this episode. So, hand-stitched belt and hand-stitched pants. My first full set of gear. Embossed leather vest, but I don't have enough leather to make it. I decide I will cook everything I have, since it gave me some buffs. Weirdly enough, some of that food actually gives 0 health. So I try to sell everything that I can, so I can actually have some gold to buy future items. And I go to the Redridge Mountains. There used to be, at least in Classic, which I did quite recently in TBC Classic, quest where you gathering some of the recipes for cooking from the quest. But now there is just a recipe vendor for that. So you try to learn every one of those, get some more items. Still can't train anything. There is no Westfall. Stew quest for some reason. I go to Duskwood, kill some dire wolves for their meat, of course skin them as I go. Hit level 18 in the process. Getting some medium leather. Kill some spiders for their dusky lumps. For another quest. Actually some gold in the mailbox. That's nice. I turn in all of the quests. They actually give the recipes. So I might have duplicates of some recipes, but that's fine. Cooking is pretty useful on Pandaran anyways. So I go to the Iron Force through the Deep Run Tram. I kill some boars there for the roast. The blood sausage quest in the wetlands. No, Lokmadan, sorry. I kill some foxes along the way. I kill actually a rare fox. Kill some wasps, boars. Yeah, traveling around the world completing this quest. Kill some elite bear. Kill some trashadons in the wetlands. They're skinnable. That's cool. Some raptors. Kill some of the crocodiles. I try to swap to different specializations, but it turns out Windwalker is the best. Some of the sharks, they can be skinned. Some of the crabs, I go back to Stormwind. I gather a few of the materials. I make myself boots. I can make new cloak. And I get quite a few items sold on the auction house. So I might buy a few more, one more trinket and a new neck piece. This neck actually has 10 charges to give some stamina to my party. So, Blight. I buy it on another server because on that server is 404 gold, on my server over 3k gold. So I deposit 404 gold to the Warband bank, get the weapon, and finally have pretty good weapon. This one has additional disease damage to each hit. And all of this took me like 5 hours of playing. I go back to this farm, get some more leather, embossed leather pants, and another upgrade to pants slot. Next thing I do is I kill Nestingberry Hammett Nestingberry Expedition beast. So raptors, panthers, tigers, all of these, so I can actually complete big game hunter achievement, or how it's called. So a few of the elites, a Sindal, whatever that panther is called, and the head of Bangladesh. And I can get quite a few items to upgrade, and big game hunter is completed. Dark leather belt, oh, fine leather belt, sorry. And I made quite nice progress in this episode. And yeah, thanks for watching episode 1 of this series. More episode will be coming pretty soon. Bye.